nothing for you in the jungle, baby.
What's going on, baby? It's episode 4. I'm here with my mans to the right.
J Mitch.
And my mans to the left.
JC, a.k.a. Cold Case.
Somebody
AKA
calls you
Brand
Cold Case.
Man.
Brand Man. He's back.
Show him the brand. Show him the brand again.
Chris Daniels. And I'm letting y'all know that we here. It's the ROMVNS podcast. All honesty, no apologies. And right now we're going to talk to y'all about Slider Etiquette 101. And first off, man, where you been?
Man, I've been doing things, man. I was in New York. I came back for a little bit. And trying to, live out here, man.
Trying to live out here?
Trying to live out here, bro.
What you been up to?
Where you living at?
No,
Where I live in New York?
Get the fuck out of here.
Hey, you don't know? Washington Heights. I ain't from there. I get it done there. What up?
Okay. Anyway,
We're here to talk about slider etiquette, but before you talk about that, you gotta be able to define what a slider is to you. So, Jay, when you think about the word slider, you know what I mean? Since you're such a wholesome gentleman, you hear that word, it's gotta just be yucky. What are you thinking about that?
stress reliever.
What do you think about the word slider?
Slider would be someone that you have like relations with, but you don't expect no short-term or long-term thing with them. They're just there for, that stress relief. And then you just keep it moving. You go about your business.
I'm a wholesome man of alpha, so I definitely don't know anything.
Sam.
I don't know anything about no slide, but we're here to tell you what we think is the problems you can run into if you don't handle your position as a slider. The first thing I think we came to is like you can't leave things at the apartment when you slide it.
No.
You can't try to leave something so you can have your way back.
Yeah, nah, man. Slider etiquette, man. You leave with everything you came with. You
bring a bag. You bring a bag. You pack a bag when you come over, and you don't leave anything else. You make
And
sure
when you
everything
leave
go back in that
You
bag.
come with a checklist.
Yeah.
And you pack everything right back up, and you check with us before you leave.
You check out the hotel.
I don't want to hear, hey, you got my Dove, or you got my toothbrush.
I left one sock. You know what? I'm sorry. You're just going to be one sockless person for the night.
You gonna wear one sock all night long. Because people be leaving stuff, and I swear they're only trying to come back. Like, they just want you to know, like, I was here. Remember me. I'm not finna remember you based off your Dove. That Dove going
Trying to lay ties. That's what you're trying to do.
Hey, they're trying to mark their territory. It's like, hey, if I'm this person's slider, hey, you other people, be careful. I got my stuff here, so don't even try to act brand new.
Second of all, we talking about loose lips,
Oh.
sinking ship.
Hey, man, hit that discretion.
If you out here sliding, it's not your job to slide and then talk about the move that you just hit last night with everybody. You obviously sliding through on the eye emoji for a reason, right?
Yeah, nah, because, man, even, like, your words are going to go around. If it's not by you saying, oh, yeah, I was with so-and-so last night. Girl, why were you with so-and-so?
Exactly.
Hey, yo, my dude, man, I was hanging out with this girl. Yo, my guy, why you hanging out with that girl? You know she was with X, Y, and Z.
Exactly.
Now your name's out there.
If you're really trying to slide through, you gotta just keep it like that. You can't be out here trying to tell everybody every move, or you think you can find them people because the words start traveling and you're not sliding no more. You just walking in broad daylight. We all know about you.
Yeah, nah. Hey, and also you gotta be mindful. Like, not saying you gotta be sneaky with it, but yo, you gotta be mindful of like what you do when you move. You gotta move differently. You can't like
move differently.
you got
Keep it low key.
Yeah, nah. Like you can't be keeping no evidence, like keeping like your history on your Snapchat or keeping your what?
Yeah.
Too soon?
You definitely can't be talking and then saving messages and then going back and showing people what you've been talking about. Hey, the
Where my
guy that's
glasses?
sliding 101, you got to keep that bit between you and them, and that's it, man. They send you the eyes, you delete the eyes. You keep it moving, you slide through. What you think, Jay?
Snapchat champion for that. Just make sure you don't be saving the messages on
Saving them
Snapchat.
messages.
Can't be doing
Hey, man,
that.
and my
That's what
name-
Snapchat was made for.
Exactly. They've been misusing ever since the save thing came out. They've been holding down whole text messages. Don't look at
Oh,
me.
man. Wait, I ain't looking at you. I'm just like you talking. But nah, another thing, if you listen, you also gotta remember if you have anything distinguishable, like if you have a car, if you're Greek and you have tags or plates, if you have a car that says FGCU girl on the back
Exactly.
of it, you can't be going over to one dorm and just parking your car right in
Just
front of
say,
that
"Oh,
dorm.
Monday
No,
through
tell him,
Friday."
tell
Nah,
him, JC, tell
Because
him.
listen, now that's what happened. Like you walking out, you see so and so got the Gamma Alpha Chi or whatever letters you want to throw out there on the back of their car. But it's like, yo, y'all in like, why are you in South Village?
Yeah, you live all the way over here.
You live here. Why is someone with that there?
But
Then
every
you asking
Monday,
questions.
Wednesday, and Friday, you be
Yeah.
right here at the same place.
Yeah, but then you see some dude with and then you see a girl with like a FGCU girl over there in like maybe let's say the Reef or somewhere like what's your? Oh, never mind. I ain't gonna say your place.
Oh.
You see someone that like
Say my place.
yeah, not your place. If you see someone in North Lake, you're like, wait, I know that's so and so's car. Why is she in Building 8? She
Yeah.
lives over in like the Oaks.
Yeah, so
Who
you
is
need to
she
learn how
seeing
to-
at 3:00 in the morning?
Exactly.
You notice those things.
You gotta start learning to put your car in certain places. You can't just be out here sliding on anybody in any kind of way, especially if the goal is to slide and get out of there. You getting in and you're getting out. Back to what we were saying earlier, though, is you can't, not only though you're not saving messages, when you texting people and you really texting like that on the low, you can't be using people's real names. You
Oh,
gotta,
yeah.
What about the code names or something? Hey man, call that
Big
call that
Poppy.
man Buki or something.
Oh,
You
Buki.
can't have that man's
Buki
full
Dookie
name
face.
out here. If you're Greek, you can't have that man's line name out here. You gotta call that man something different.
You can finesse the line name.
No, you
No.
can't.
You can't
Cause she, be,
finesse.
'cause she be like, I'm texting cold case.
Facts. Facts.
Because you know you be chilling with your girls, you be putting the phone down, and all of a sudden he want to see you or she want to see you and badoo badoo badoo. Who is that? Is that Johnny? Why is Johnny texting you at 1 a.m.?
Damn, bro, you sound like you got some experience on that.
It happens sometimes.
Listen, hey, girl, come on. You know Sally. Man,
You know Sally.
listen, Sally was in my
Is Sally your
economics
friend?
class. Boy, you're not even an economics major. Why you got
Slick.
that class?
Slick.
Yeah. So make sure that if you really slide and you're trying to keep it on the down low, that you are making sure that you are avoiding saving messages, avoiding the history, and using code names. Now, a big thing that we came here to talk about is if you're really a slide and you stay in a slide, you got to make sure you know your role. Read the fine print when you get in that situation. Don't be sitting there on your mans, on that girl, looking at her every night like, so what is this? What are we doing here?
No.
What's this going to be?
Hey, there are exceptions
It's
to the
going to
rules.
be over if you ask that question.
There's some exceptions to the rules, but for
I
the most
agree.
part, man, a slider, that's your ceiling point.
Exactly.
Like you're gonna be the good friend slider, and that's the highest. That's the peak. You're gonna be a slider. Then either you're gonna find someone who wants it for real, or the other person gonna want to find something that's for real.
Exactly.
And it's like your slide relationship's over. But like the likelihood of a slider going
Slide ship.
like it's a slide show. The likelihood of like a slider going to like #1 position and becoming bae, I think that's nil to none.
So I don't want to make it seem
No.
like we are like just like crazy and we're just talking wild. I think if you went to
I
a
am.
situation where you were talking to somebody and you thought it could be something, you would approach it differently. But if you really came at a situation where you were really just sliding through and there was a certain understanding from the beginning, I think that it's really awkward to try to come out of that situation thinking that something different is going to happen because I feel like you're just going to get your feelings hurt.
It's happened.
How has it
I've
happened?
got my
You
feelings
got
hurt.
your feelings hurt?
You got your feelings hurt?
You were sliding through?
I used to be one.
You were sliding through?
I'm in right now.
You
Used to be a slider.
That's
He's a
crazy.
recuperating
He's a
slider.
recuperating
He's a
slider.
recovering slider. I think that is really, okay, so how do you know when you're the slider?
When you start doing the things that we were just talking about.
Okay.
When big one, you're always going to him. You're always going to her.
Yeah, if you're the one that gets the eyes, you slide. You the slider.
Yeah.
But what are they? I don't know if they're not really sliding.
No.
They just hiding with you.
Oh,
Yeah.
wait. I don't go with the moving part because me personally, when
Here we go.
because like when I was single and like was out there a little, when I was single and like trying to learn other people, I had like a weird rule where it's like I didn't like people knowing where I lived, so it's like I would easily go. I'd rather go to someone else's place and them come to my place. So like I wouldn't say like what would
you
you
were
say?
sliding.
So wait, was I the slider?
You were the
You were the
slider.
I was a slider.
You were the
Yeah.
slider.
So even if I
Because-
initiated the conversation and the
You were
contact,
basically begging to slide.
Mhm.
You were
Word.
sending the message like, hey,
Can I come
through?
over?
Can I come through?
Please, pretty please. I'll bring people.
How's it make you feel?
That-
Knowing that you were the slider, they was in control.
they weren't in control.
Well, what you call it?
We were talking about it,
It's
and it
their
was like,
place. You
no.
can't leave your stuff.
We're talking about. I'm like, hey, hey, let me come over there. How's that make me a slide? I'm the one
That's
initiated.
a
Did you
slide.
slide through?
How long did you stay?
How long did I stay? On a good day, 3 minutes.
I don't know about you guys, but that's a slide.
Yeah, that's definitely a slide. So is a slide allowed to stay?
Stay where?
Over.
They allowed to stay over?
Over where?
Well, you were the slide.
slide.
So were you allowed to stay
Slide,
over?
and what did you do?
Well, this was a really good time. You know, my
How do you
grandma. Hey, that's my grandma.
How do you
I gotta go.
maneuver? How do you maneuver? Do you really like have to be like, all right? It was
Can I spend the
cool,"
night?
Or do you act like come on? Like let's say it's 2 a.m. You're like, all right, what happened here? What do you do?
Leave. Wait, me personally?
Yeah, like how do you even initiate that conversation? Like, what if they want you to stay?
You know what? I gotta go somewhere.
At 2 a.m., I got somewhere to be.
Or just like, I like to sleep in my own bed. Like, I'll be honest, that's my thing. I like to sleep in my own
What
bed.
about you?
That's a good one. I like that one.
Yeah, no.
Would you stay over?
Stay over.
You're recovering.
I'm recuperating. I'm tired. I'm asleep. I'm a heavy sleeper.
Hey, look, man.
What about you, Daniel? What do you do?
Listen, first of all,
Hypothetically.
I don't slide.
Hypothetically.
But look, gas ain't cheap. Wherever I go, I'm staying.
Yeah, we know that. We know that.
If I'm sliding through, I'm staying. Hey, look, man, that bed is mine that night.
That's because you're a serial monogamous. You would turn a slider to a wife.
Monogamous.
Hey, baby, we together now, right? Come on.
I think that it's almost crazy. Like, I feel like if a slide goes past a certain amount of weeks, months, you're going to end up in those conversations where people are going to start asking, okay, what's going on? Like, it might not be the guy or the girl specifically, but I feel like somebody, months of sliding, people are going to start catching real feelings. You can't avoid that, right? Is there a timeline, like a limit on sliding? Like, you get a couple slides, you're like, all right, we got to chill? Or you think it can go on forever?
That's a good question.
You looking crazy.
Oh,
Good
I
question.
mean, I don't know.
I'm turning sliders into housewives. Obviously, I don't understand.
Facts. From what my understanding is, it's kind of like, I know Justin loves basketball references. It's like,
here we go.
you know, like when it's past, it's past the All-Star weekend, we have like the short-term contracts, like the 10-day contracts, the week contracts. That's kind of what it's like. It's like, all right, this has been going on for a certain amount of time.
Like what? What's a certain amount of time be?
I don't know. It varies for different people.
Depends on contract.
I don't know. I guess like after like maybe I'd say like 7 to 10 days. I don't know. I don't know.
Whoa.
Whatever. It's like after a certain
That's
amount
a
of
week.
time. Yeah, it's like after a certain amount of time, it's like, all right, this isn't going anywhere. I'm not going to hinder you. You're not going to hinder me. So like either it can continue being this, or we can just go our separate ways.
So after 7 days, you feel like you know if she's permanently a slider or not. So she can start off a slide, but she could transform into something else.
You asking me personally?
Yeah, you personally, Slide Master J.
Yeah, that's a good one. I don't know. If I ever looked at a situation as I can't say that. Never mind. I don't know. I think it depends upon the situation. I was gonna.
There's a possibility.
So you can start off in a slide situation and they can move to something different.
They can.
They can.
So why they start off a slide in the first place?
most
Because
of the
you wanted
time-
some easy cheeks. You thought that you're
Easy
gonna
cheeks.
get some easy guts. You started hanging out
But
with
if
them.
the guts
and then,
were easy, should they be moving up in the first place?
well, maybe.
It's week 1, they slid.
I.
That is week
I
1.
mean, that's dangerous.
Is it just
That's dangerous
Is
territory.
that just how good you are, or is there something wrong with them?
It's how good I am.
Because nobody else can get them a slide in a week,
Nah.
huh? Just you.
Okay, no.
I'm a great-
It could be
I'm a great
situations like,
free
all right,
agent.
you met them, you're like, all right, I'm about to slide this person. You saw it was an option or opportunity, but you're like, you know what? Let me take it slow and see if it could become something. So,
Then they're not a slide.
well, no. Then is it the fact that they're not a slider, or that you didn't want to make them a slider? You try to take a
If they
different
didn't
route.
slide, they're not a slider, correct? If
Well,
they-
no, like you were going to slide them, but then like halfway through getting ready to slide, you're like, you know what?
What is
Let me try-
halfway through me?
He-
Like,
he
like,
caught
you,
feelings.
like,
Halfway
goes
through, he
off,
caught
you just look
feelings.
at him like, what?
Caught feelings halfway through.
Yeah, like you caught feelings before you made that person to a slider.
Are
then
you
try to-
naked and you just like, oh, I'm about to do it? So you
Nah,
don't know
like-
if they were really going to slide. When did you know they're going to slide? Okay,
Listen,
you
you know-
do
listen,
know.
you know- listen, you know when
do
you-
know when they're going to slide.
Yeah, you know when someone's gonna slide. You go into the situation, you get ready to slide, and like you're thinking about like putting the moves, but then you're like, you know what? Let me see if this could be something real, and then like you try and change it.
So what makes you go into a situation thinking, this is easy cheeks, or this could be something? Is it about you where you are, or is it about the person, what they're giving off? We want to make sure that people know what kind of energy they're giving off.
I hope it's the energy that she's giving off, because anything beyond that, you're going
You
to
know,
jail.
there's a lot of women in the world, just like there's a lot of women who look at guys that they just want to have sexual relations with, but if something came from it, it would be cool. So I feel like most women, you would take the slide opportunity.
I don't know. Supposedly, I thought girls are they were supposed to know if like they want to be with someone before they.
They
fuck.
I mean,
say
they
that.
say that, but
say
everybody wants a
that.
test drive. I mean, you don't go to the
You're
dealership.
sliding a test drive?
It's a test
Yes,
drive.
it is.
You don't
Facts.
you don't go
That's
you don't
crazy.
go to the dealership and just walk around and the dealer tells you this is a great car. You should just take it. Can I drive it? No. Why not? Because you have to buy it before you can drive it.
You know, I can't subscribe to that.
The world's different now. Maybe 20 years ago, it wasn't like that.
What was
but
it like 20 years ago?
You had to buy the car before you could drive it.
Yeah, this analogy like kind of really went off the window because
He didn't say wife. I mean, he just said you had to be with him. You had to be with him first. But nowadays, you had to be with nobody.
Okay, let's
It's Tinder like gave sliding a name.
Yeah.
Like, you could just slide off Tinder.
Spark the fire.
And Uber gave you a way to get there.
Yeah, it did.
Together, Tinder and Uber are slide
Dan-
machines.
Yeah, they didn't have it sophomore year. He had to kick push it from North
What-
Lake to South Village.
Push.
You really
Kick,
kick
push.
pushed it, didn't you?
What? Yeah.
Slid.
Listen, my longboard broke.
So you really
Oh,
slid
that's
there.
a lot.
You really slid there. What makes a slide worth it too? Okay, I want to know that. Like, okay, no. Think about this. You, freshman year, you're on the longboard. She lives.
He's sliding to it.
He slide to her, but she lives 2 miles from you.
Nigga, please. 2 miles. I don't think I would even drive 2 miles.
I mean, if you're going to Sobey to North Village, that's almost 2
2
miles.
miles.
But you were okay. You started talking about the situation before. Like you're like, I'm the slider. We know you were the slider back then. It sounds like a trip. How long is too long to slide? That sounds like a trip. Cause you leaving, you're not staying there. That means you got a long drive back home.
That
Yeah.
depends. That depends on the box, man. Depends on the box.
Whoa, depends on. Now we're talking about a different
If
variable.
I'm sliding, it depends on the box.
What's the longest you feel like you'll go for a girl to hit you with the eyes?
Damn, that's the farthest you ever gone for the eyes.
I've never gone nowhere
Word?
for the eyes.
Never.
I don't react to
No
eyes.
6-hour drives.
Oh.
Oh, he was sliding
That
far.
was not a slide. I don't think you can slide in a relationship.
You can
Yeah,
slide.
you
you can slide
can.
with your girlfriend.
It's like, you know what? I haven't
When
seen.
did your girlfriend
Listen,
become a slider?
when you haven't seen her in like, I don't know, let's say like maybe 3 weeks, and you know that when you see her, that's all you're doing. You just hitting like, yo, you hitting the
We're
brakes.
talking about something
You are hitting
completely
the
Yeah,
brakes.
different
it's different.
than
We,
slider
just,
etiquette
we
right
joking.
now.
We joking.
You sound, y'all
But
joking.
Lastly, when it comes to like knowing your role, like how do you think that women or guys can position themselves to not be in the slider role? It's almost like trying to get out of the friend zone. Like you wanna avoid it, right? Some people act like they don't want to be sliders. You know, all the people are like, nah, I want something more than that. But they end up sliding with mad people all the time.
I guess
It's about how
that-
they carry themselves, right?
I mean,
Don't
no,
point at me,
no, no,
bitch.
no. I was gonna say like you might. To be honest with you, 100%. I don't think I've ever been in a slider position and did not want to be a slider. It was been like if it was a slider position, which y'all apparently say I'm a slider.
You a monogam?
I'm a serial slider.
Serial slider.
A serial slider. I don't think
Habitual.
I've ever been like in a sliding position where I was like, man, I kind of want this to be more than that. Cause like me, if I go into a situation, again, I take dating seriously. So if I was ever in a situation where I wanted to be with someone seriously,
Yeah.
that's like, oh, I'm going with that route. Where like I was saying, like if you get ready to go into like a sliding relationship and you're like, you know what, maybe I don't want to make this a sliding relationship. Let me go back. So instead of me just
You
trying
gotta
to
start off differently then. You
Yeah,
gotta
start off
halt
real.
it before it goes to a
Yeah.
place.
right, yeah, you
Yeah.
halt before you get to that point. You're like, you know what, let me figure out who this person is.
I
Let
feel
me
like
try
if I
figure
could
out
ever
this
get to that
being.
place though, like I'm like, yo, you probably not the one.
Well,
It
yeah,
should never be that easy.
that's why he's saying you.
He had to halt
you-
it, but she didn't halt it.
She didn't halt it, but he stopped the corruption before it happened.
Oh, so he was the only one in the world that could have corrupted her, or maybe he's just
Well,
saving
he-
a hoe.
Well, he for his own mindset,
That's
I take
true.
it. I mean, Captain Save a Hoe. I mean,
Listen, I am not petty. I'm shady. You got people like him who are petty.
I didn't say
Bro,
Oh,
I
no.
swear. Y'all villainize me. I'm a nice person,
y'all
bro.
want rap battle?
Rap battle?
Hey, this has been episode 4, social etiquette 101, slider etiquette 101. Hey man, I'm here on the right side of me,
J. Mitch, stay
the left
frosty.
side of me.
Huh? JC.
Petty, not shady.
Yes.
Say it.
Petty, not shady.
You
The
better say
shade
not
bender.
petty. You better say shady, not petty, but you said petty,
The
not
shade
shady.
bender, the shade Kage. JC.
All right.
That plug
It's
at?
been a Romans
Where's the plug?
podcast.
Oh yeah. Don't forget the plug.
Throw the plug. Oh.
Yeah, don't forget the plug. The vlog comes out every Friday at noon.
Yeah.
Make sure you look at it. Follow us. We're trying to do big things out here. Support your friends.
You want to see
That's the
him love
motto.
his mama?
My what?
Your
That's
grandma.
so country, a mama. Is that something that they say in Duval?
It's been a
Duval.
Romans podcast, episode 4, man. We out. Yeah.
Stay frosty.
I don't have a catchphrase.
Yeah, you do.
I like that.
In the jungle. They ain't for you